we are back finally after a couple busy weeks. I am going to try to install the PCB board, so hopefully this is successful. This is not my forte, electronic end. I'm a visual guy as far as cosmetics. That's where my strengths are, so wish me luck, guys. So here is the board I will be trying to install. Okay, so I went ahead and I mounted, I'm going to be using these spacers that keep the board away and also even. So I will carefully put this in place. Okay, so for those that are not familiar, like myself, we have this wire coming up here, and you can see they go to the speakers. So this is going to follow down, and on the board right here, it says sound. So that will go on here like this. Somehow. Come on. Okay. This is your main harness. Now this can only go one way. You see how this has this white bar right here, this little piece of plastic? That's going to slide inside here, I believe. So you can really only put this in one way. If you don't do it right, it won't even mount. So we're going to secure that. Okay, next we have over here. Okay, next this says player 4 and player 3. Now these colors are color coordinated, and looking at this, yellow is player 4 and player 3 is white. So we're going to put these in. Like that. Like that. That is it. That is the only things that you hook up. So you got your speakers, your main harness, your player 3 and player 4. And cross your fingers that this thing works. Because I don't know. We shall see, says the blind man. Here we are. This is the very first time it's running. I can see that I have a little bit of a calibration issue. Looks like the screen needs to be shifted left. I'm gonna have to look online how to do that because I really have no idea. I see some glitching here. I don't know if you saw that. So there was some glitching in the monitor. And to me, it sounds like I'm only getting sound out of one speaker. I don't hear sound in this speaker. So I don't know if the speaker itself is bad or there's something else. So a little further investigation on that as well. Now you see here, look, see that? I got some spots in here. I'm gonna research what that is. A little knowledge that I do have, I believe that could be the ROM chip sets are not on the board correctly. And I'll show you what that is. So you see this board here and these up here. There could be a problem with that, so I may have to remove them, try to clean them and reinsert them, or the power supply may not be giving me the correct amperage, so we're going to have to check the voltage and make sure that we get the correct voltage coming in and out of that. Okay, so another issue is I'm giving myself some credits. So I'm now up to 6 credits, and I'm unable, you can see obviously I did not do the control panel yet. I am unable to get this game to start. So we still got the visual click, the visual issues here. And now, for some reason, it's not starting. It says press start, but I got nothing. So, gonna have to check this out further as well. I got Jim and Dave here giving me a hand on my Simpsons Arcade, because this is out of my realm. I'm a visual guy. Okay, so they did get the issue resolved on the video. You can see now there's no more glitching. And basically what that was the voltage coming out of the power supply was too high, and it was causing the glitching in the screen. Now if you look up there, you can see player 1 and player 2. There is no 4-player option to even be used. And in a 2-player chipset or ROMs or board, whichever you want to call it, there was a start button that needed to be used. But because this doesn't have a start button, there's no way to get player 1 to actually ever start the game. And now they were trying to go through the menu to look at a different way. Here he was just loading up, putting some different credits in, but there was no way for us to get 4 players to ever show up. So he strongly believes, they both strongly believe, if you see up there, see how it's only 1 and 2? That there is the wrong chipsets in this board. I need to get those ROMs reburnt and placed, well, not reburnt, because you probably purchased them already burnt in a 4-player, and I'll have to put them into my board set, and that should resolve this issue. The problem is the way it was purchased was as a 4-player, and you can see there's only 2 options, 2 people.
I think it's
there is no
it's
4.
2 players.
I would say 4 there.
Yes.
So
it's got 2.
That is the issue.
2-player ROM in it instead of a 4-player ROM.
2 coin slots. Common credits.
Guys, that's going to wrap up this episode on the Simpsons. Basically, the conclusion, we resolved the video issue. That was the high amperage coming out of the power supply. And the next problem is the ROM chipsets that need to be changed from 2-player to 4-player. So once we get that new, we're going to have to order those. I'm looking into finding some different people that have it, offer that service, and place them in, and hopefully that will get us running. So on the next episode, we're going to be working on the control panel, removing all the buttons, joysticks, repolishing those, checking, probably going to need to replace the bushings for the joysticks, and applying the graphic and new T-molding for the control panel, reinstalling that on the machine, because right now, as this last video was, that was basically just sitting there, it wasn't actually attached. So that's it. And also coming soon, I got some Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man that I'm working on. So we're going to be doing some videos of that. There's actually 3 of them. We're going to be doing them simultaneously. Bondo, painting, graphics, the whole 9. So stay tuned for the next one. And thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed.